Tag TV and Tag Radio be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. Did you know that Atlanta was the North American headquarters of the world's premier producer of rolled aluminum and the global leader in aluminum recycling? That's right, headquartered here in Atlanta, with 25 operating facilities on 4 continents. They have over 11,000 employees, 3,100 right here in North America. U.S. sales alone, $4 billion. Worldwide, $11 billion plus. There's more, lots more. They're a global technology leader with state-of-the-art rolling and metal solidification techniques, innovated the world's first SUV with a lightweight all-aluminum body, that would be the new Range Rover, and have been awarded countless times for recycling leadership, world-class technology, and revolutionary innovation across the world. Headquartered right here in Atlanta. Greetings, everyone. It's Friday, January 25th, 2013, and this is Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. Aluminum, from beverage cans to architecture, electronics to automobiles, foil to an amazing list of high-end specialties. In 2012, Novelis aluminum shipments totaled 3 billion metric tons, and their aluminum can be found in BMWs, Cokes, Jaguar, Samsung, Rexam, Mercedes, Ford, and a long list of world's premier companies and most well-known brands. Up to the Tech Talk, Tino speaks with Jack Clark, Chief Technical Officer for Novelis Incorporated. Jack leads a team responsible for delivering world-class performance in operations, engineering, research and development, and environment, health, and safety. He drives the Novelis strategy of innovation, technology, and engineering in the company's products and processes. With over 30 years' experience, he has previously served as VP Operational Excellence at Novelis, where he began his career at the company, having been Novelis Director, Global Engineering. Prior to Novelis, he held roles of increasing responsibility at Alcoa in North America and Europe, concluding as VP of Operations for Alcoa China Rolled Products. Novelis, the world's premier producer of aluminum, headquartered right here in Atlanta. Bet you didn't know that. Well, this is one Tech Talk filled with insights and surprises that will amaze as well as inform you as Tino speaks with Novelis Chief Technical Officer Jack Clark.
Jack, welcome to Tech Talk.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
So most of our listening audience, Novelis is a global company, knows what you do, but I think it'd be good just to make sure everyone that's listening in today understands the Novelis story. So can you bring that to life?
Sure. Novelis is the world leader in flat-rolled aluminum products, and what we really focus on is aluminum that goes into beverage containers. Another big market for us is aluminum that's going into automotive. And then finally, recycling. We're the world's largest recycler of aluminum, and very proud of that from a sustainability standpoint.
Well, I had the pleasure of visiting your new site in the area in Kennesaw, and it's a research and technology center. And so that's exciting news for Atlanta and for Georgia. And what's the purpose of that center? Why did you open it there, and what are you focusing on?
Well, we're really excited to be out here in Kennesaw as well. The center was opened in June of last year, and we located it here in Kennesaw, one, because of the location. Second of all, this is very close to our global headquarters, which are located in Atlanta. So obviously that allows us to be that much closer to our senior executives and being able to be involved in setting the strategy for the overall direction of Novelis. The purpose of our center really is to locate all of the technical functions within Novelis under one roof. And so here we have, not on top of that, one of the big benefits that we're getting from this is just from a communication standpoint and the flow of information from our plants to our researchers and from our researchers out to the plants. So that's worked out really well for us. Basically what we're trying to do here is just drive and develop as many innovative uses for aluminum as we possibly can in the key markets that I talked about.
And you have your staff up there. I guess there's a combination of engineers and scientists. How many people actually work there, and what is the makeup of the people that work at the site?
Well, right now we have about 90 people on the facility, and over the next few years we plan to grow that probably somewhere in the range of 130 to 140 employees. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got a wide range of people that work here in different disciplines. So not only do we have our EHS professionals, but at the same time we have scientists, we have engineers, researchers, and then we also have the staff folks that help support what we're doing here.
And is this the only research and technology center in the country?
No, actually, so this is our global headquarters for research within Novelis.
Okay.
There are 4 satellite facilities, and so one is in Spokane, Washington, and that's where we concentrate on recycling and melting and casting of aluminum. Then over in Europe we have 2 facilities. One is in Sierre, Switzerland, that focuses on automotive products. In Göttingen, Germany, that facility focuses on packaging and painted products. And then finally we have a research center over in Ulsan, Korea, and that's a group that obviously takes care of Korea as well as Southeast Asia.
And when I took the tour at the site, I was really impressed with your high level of technology you have there, certainly, and also that you're partnering with your customers. It sounds like you have a really good listening program and then a response program. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. One of the things that we've done, so with the formation of this new group and the new research center, specifically within the R&D area, we've set up what we call global technology directors, and they're by value stream. So there's a global technology director for can, one for automotive, and one for specialty products. And those individuals have the responsibility to really be the center point as far as ideas flowing in and out of our R&D facility. So the technology director for CAN, he works very closely with our commercial people from Novelis, and likewise, he's been in the job for quite a while, and he has a number of direct contacts with our customers. So it really helps as far as understanding what our customers are looking for and understanding how we can help our customers out as well. And so far, so good. That's worked out very well for us.
Just to kind of look at the scope and the breadth and the depth of the company, when you think about like aluminum cans, let's say soda or beer, what percentage, do you have a sense of what percentage of the market you guys have?
Well, as far as I can talk about, as far as Novelis and our overall shipments go, and
okay.
CAN represents about 60% of our shipments right
okay.
now, and automotive is somewhere around 10% and growing very, very rapidly, and then specialties, which makes up a big list of other products, things for building and construction, for electronics, food packaging, makes up the remainder of that. I can say that worldwide, when we look at everything that Novelis does, we're the worldwide leader in flat-rolled aluminum products, and we have about 17% of the worldwide market.
That's impressive. You talked a little bit about this already, but as a global manufacturing company, process innovation is extremely important. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I'd be really happy to, because over the years, this is an area where our company has really excelled. Of course, it's important to do the product innovation that we talked about, but also being a manufacturer, we've got to continuously improve our processes. We've got to be looking for opportunities to take cost out and just basically continue to drive our competitiveness when it's all said and done. So one of the groups that we have out here is our Global Manufacturing Services Group. And this is a group of engineers that have, for the most part, grown up through the plants and are really the experts for the various disciplines that are important to us, such as, like I said earlier, the recycling, melting, casting, rolling, and finishing of aluminum. And those individuals basically have the responsibility to be interacting with our R&D people, talking to the plants to identify problems, and also being out in general in industry and talking with our suppliers to understand what new technologies are being developed and how we can take those ideas and apply them to our manufacturing facilities to have the breakthroughs and the process innovation that you're asking about.
And so there's one of the things that TAG is extremely interested in is trying to help with the shortage of young people getting into STEM. So what you guys, is there a shortage of, are you finding it difficult to find engineers to fill your jobs?
Well, I think you could talk to any company here in Georgia, in the United States, or worldwide, and the answer to that would be a resounding yes. And we're taking a very, very proactive stance, like I'm sure a number of the listeners are. Basically, what we've identified is that between now and 2020, we need to hire about 1,000 new engineers. And so we've got a number of different programs that we're working on right now. So if we break this down a little bit, first talk about the hiring of graduate engineers. And what we're doing there is we've developed an engineering development program, and this is a 2-year program that when engineers graduate from college and they start with Novelis, they enter into this program, and the engineers will be assigned to a specific operating location. But over the course of this 2-year program, all the new engineers will come together for 5 different learning weeks. And we rotate these learning weeks around different Novelis locations and different regions within Novelis. And it gives us an opportunity to really start from the beginning and teach engineers the things that are important about doing their job. And it's not just the technical aspects. We hit all aspects of what we think that these young engineers need to know in order to be successful. So, we'll touch on people skills, we'll talk about commercial things, and certainly concentrate a lot on the technical part as well. And we're finding that this is a great selling point for us when we go out onto campus and go to career fairs. Students are looking for this, and it has definitely increased the interest in our success rate in being able to hire people.
That sounds like Go ahead, excuse me. Go ahead.
At the same time, what we need to do, we also we have some gaps as we look at how many engineers we have in different age groups across the company. We find certain gaps, so there's also a need to go out and hire experienced engineers. And ideally, we'd love to be able to go hire engineers that have aluminum rolling experience, but the fact of the matter is there aren't that many out there. So then we have to start to expand our search, and we have to look at similar industries. And it's even going to get to the point, because of the shortage that you brought up or that you mentioned, that we're going to have to go to industries that really aren't very connected at all with aluminum or with metals, and we're going to have to be able to bring those people into the organization and, again, give them a training program that will allow them to be highly successful as well. And so we're currently in the process of developing that program. So that's what we're trying to do to bring engineers in, and then the other part of this is obviously the engineers that we have, we want to keep and we want to retain them. And so we're spending a lot of time working with them to make sure that they understand what the technical career ladder looks like within Novelis, and so that they can understand what is it that they need to work on and what are the different steps that they can take throughout their career.
Your role sounds like it's unique in the company. So even though you're the lead technology person for your area, sounds like the job isn't the typical CIO or CTO job. You're doing a lot in the technical side in terms of the R&D. Is that right, or how does your role work?
No, you're exactly right with what you're saying. So as the Chief Technical Officer for Novelis, actually I really don't have any responsibility for IT.
Okay.
But what I do have responsibility for is really anything technical within Novelis. So it covers all the different disciplines that we have talked about. Again, it starts with environmental health and safety, and then it does get into the R&D functions, into manufacturing excellence, continuous improvement, reliability. So it covers an awful lot of areas. Quality is also in that, and it's a new model for us, but already we can see a number of benefits because we have everybody under one department, one group, and from a communication standpoint, we're seeing big dividends already.
For those listening in today to TAG Radio, we have a field trip at Novelis, February 7th. So if we piqued your interest today, the evening of February 7th at Novelis, will, thanks to our great host, Novelis, will be giving a tour of the facility, so you'll be able to see it up close and personal. So join us at that event. Jack, we're all out of time, but I appreciate you joining me on Tech Talk today.
Well, thank you. I've enjoyed the opportunity.